I'm running my Claude Code with a free local model, and it can code my app and do exactly the same things you would use the normal Claude Code. You don't need subscription, no API key, it's just free and it's local, so you have total privacy. I'm going to show you how you can use it and use this local free model that you can use it offline, even flying with a plane and not having internet connection. One of these local models can beat Claude Sonnet 3.7. It's like these models are like 1 year below the actual current models like Fable 5 or Opus 4.8 or ChatGPT 5.6.
The AI that matters every day.
So let's get straight to the presentation. So we are going to use the Claude Code, like we're going to do it in the terminal, but it will be easy because I will give you the commands. And like think of it like Claude Code is like a car, and then it has the default like engine that are the Claude Code models like Opus, Sonnet or Haiku, and you pay per token. This is the same with ChatGPT, but we're going to do it with Claude Code. Because like the whole car, it has the plans, tools, folders, and the car stays the same. So we are going to use the Claude Code car and change the default engine that have the Claude models for the free engine that we're going to use, that are the Llama or Llama models, like Qwen, Gemma, or DeepSeek, that you have to pay for an API key, but it's much more cheaper. And we can use this for smaller tasks. So instead of paying for GPT-5, Sonnet, Gemini, or Claude Code models like Opus 4.8 or Fable 5, that the hood is locked and you can only access through the API key or subscription, and you pay per single token depending on the model, and it uses its cloud like Anthropic Cloud, and all your data goes there. But then with these open source models like Qwen, Gemma, and all the Llama models like the Llama 3 or the Qwen, you download them once in your computer and you can run them forever offline. It's completely private, you own the privacy, and it has no limits, and you don't have to pay. And the data never leaves your machine, but the thing is that they are not as capable as the current models that use Claude Code or ChatGPT. But for smaller tasks, you don't need these strongest models, you can use these free ones to save you money, and you can use them offline and don't pay anything. You have free forever. But I'm not saying that to use these local models for everything, no. You have to use the Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini models for almost everything or bigger tasks that require strong models, and then you can use like 20 or 10% of the things you do, you can use these free local models that are for smaller tasks that not require heavy models like Fable 5 or Opus 4.8. But for smaller tasks and tasks that do not require these high intelligent models like the Opus or ChatGPT ones, you can use, because as I said, these free models are like 1 year below, like the ChatGPT and Cloud models are 1 year ahead, but it's not too much difference, because they are like, if you can see here in the stats, we have the Cloud Opus 4.6 that with a benchmark of 88.6. Then the DeepSeek that it's open but you have to pay for an API key, it's 77%. Then there's the free models like Qwen or Gemma 3 that, for example, the Qwen 3, it has better benchmarks than Sonnet 3.6. So 74 and 70, and then there are smaller models like Gemma with 61%. So as I said, they are not like the strong models of ChatGPT and Claude, but there are not two below. It's just a bit different, but for smaller tasks that not require heavy models and heavy thinking, you can use these free ones. So to do this, we're going to go to Oyama. That's you can use them 100% free and offline, and you download them once on your computer. You can also use them on a VPS in Hostinger to run them 24/7, but in this case we're going to do it in our own computer. That it works when you have the computer open. So to do this, we'll just search oyama.com, and in here you can go to models and you can see all the models you can install. For example, Gemma 4, the Qwen 3.6 or 5, the GLM 5.1, or different the Kimi models, the Dixit models that are free, but you have to have like, in here there are different types of models. They're the ones that you download it and you have them for free, but then the ones that you see that puts Claude means that it doesn't run on your own computer, it runs on Oyama Cloud, like the Anthropic models. You can have them for free, but then you will, if you use them a lot, you will have to have a Pro or Max plan of Oyama, like Claude or the ChatGPT. But what we're going to do is download the ones that don't put Claude. Like for example, the Qwen 3.6 or 3.5. I already have downloaded them, but the only thing to download them, you have to copy this and go to your terminal and paste it. But I would recommend you that before downloading any model, you have to look at the capacity of your computer, because depending on that, it will run better your computer or it will run much slower. So for this, you just go to Cloud Desktop App or Claude Code in the Visual Studio Code, and you just ask like, hey Claude, I want to download a free local model like using Oyama. Which one would you recommending depending on the capacity of my computer? And we send it. Now it's checking your CPU and RAM. You can search it yourself in the computer, or if you allow it, Claude Code will do it for you. So it has done, and it has searched your RAM, that this is the most important thing, and it's 16 gigabytes. So it recommends us to download Yama 3.2. So Yama 3.2, or it tells us to avoid for now 7 bits models like Yama 3.1, Mistral or Qwen 2.5. And if we want to download like another model like the Qwen, we can ask it and it will tell us which is the best one. So we just copy like this and go to our terminal. We open a new tab and we paste it. And now it will download this model. As you can see here, 0%, 1%. So we are going to wait and let's get back to it. So now it has finished downloading the Yama 3.2 model, and now we have to run it like Oyama run and the model we choose. If we go to the terminal, we paste Oyama run and Yama 3.2 3B. And when this finishes, then we'll change the engine of the Claude Code. Now that it's downloaded, you can use it in Keak.app. If you choose local, you click Get Oyama, or you can use the Cloud ChatGPT and you just have to sign in. You don't need an API key. And with Keak AI, you can change the model or create agents that use cheaper and local models like the ones we are talking. And it will have all the models that you have installed. For example, I had Queen 2.5 and Hermes 3, but now we have installed this one and we can connect it and use it with our Keak AI voice agent. Or you can create agents and choose the model you want to use it. Or you can also use it in a chat. You create a new chat and use the local model. And you can tell it to do almost anything. You tell it what you want to do and it does it for you. But now we're going to make that we can use it in Claude Code. So to change the Claude Code, like to use the Claude Code as the whole car and change the engine for the Oyama, the model we have just downloaded, you will need to sign in Claude Code in the terminal, but you will need a subscription or an API key. That if you go to Anthropic and pay for $5, but you won't use them because you will be using a free model. But you either have to have an API key or sign in with the subscription. And now, just copying this and pasting it, you will have it in the presentation. As you can see, we are in Claude Code in the whole car, but we are not using the Claude Code models. As you can see in here, it puts Hermes 3 with high effort. So we're using it locally for free. So we have the whole car of Anthropic of Claude Code using free models. So it works better. You can also have more free models in Open Router. If you search Open Router, you can here have API keys of almost any model, more than 400 models. And you can see in models like, you can search free and it will appear all the free models. And it will give you an API key or download them. If we search free, it appears like the Hermes 3, the one we downloaded, or the Gemma 4 from Gemini, or the Yama, all the ones we saw in Oyama. And to use an open router, to do it via open router, you will have to copy this and paste it with an API key and that's it. But the easiest way is with Oyama, because as you can see in here, we have the Hermes 3 inside Claude Code in the desktop app. So there are three paths. First, to use it with Oyama, that 100% offline, and you can use it in Cloud, in Keak AI. In this model, you choose which one you want to use. And you can use like the Keak AI voices agent assistant, or you can use it inside Oyama in the app if you download it. Then we can use it inside Claude Code as you saw in the terminal and change just the engine for the free model we have downloaded. And the third method is in Open Router, that you don't have to download it, you just need an API key and paste it into this prompt and paste it into the terminal and that's it. So you can just start with downloading the model, just do exactly the same I did, ask Claude Code which model is best for my RAM, the capacity of my computer. You go to the terminal, download it, and then change like in Claude Code like we did in the terminal, so you will have the free model. And also you can go to Keak AI and just connect to all the models you have installed and use them in chat or you talk to it and it uses this model. And you can change if you want a bigger task, then connect it to Claude or ChatGPT via subscription. You don't need an API key. And then you have like the agents, and you can customize the agents to use a certain model. Like if you want to use a free one, like the ones we have installed, the locals, you just save it and that's it. You can say use this agent and it won't use the Claude or any of these models. It will use the one you choose. So just do it, try it, and tell me what you think. You have all here the commands, or just do a screenshot and that's it. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate it and hope I see you on the next one. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.
That's how I build. One person and every AI in public. The AI that matters every day.